over the actual cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fighter to the ring is Josh Howe.
Josh Howe, no wins, 1 loss. We also don't have a training ground for Josh Howe, so he just fights in an alley.
That's right.
I'm just going to assume anyone that's not at a regular school just figures it out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the big question is, how is Josh training? You know me, I don't pass up anything too obvious to you, so.
So Joshua Howe will be in the blue corner. Out of the red will be Jordan Keough, Deathroll MMA.
The official photographer of RLE is Celine Blondell, who is working her way around, taking the pictures for us. Give a thank you to Celine.
Joshua Howe in the ring.
Steve Bradshaw, the referee. Now, I've had a habit of calling him Quick Stop Bradshaw. He is quick to stop fights. He knows what he's doing, but he is quick if he thinks a guy's in trouble to stop a fight. So you need to know that when you're in the ring, to be like, if it looks like I'm in trouble, I got to do something, because he will stop the fight if he thinks you're in trouble.
So things the fighters got to keep in mind, if they know the officials as well as you do, make sure you don't get yourself in a vulnerable position. And if you do, make sure you continue to defend yourself.
Exactly.
Throughout the duration of the round and the fight. 3 rounds to start?
Yes.
And 3 minutes each on?
Yep, non-title fights are 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Title fights are 5 rounds, 3 minutes, with a minute in between.
Didn't have to get into those rules and regulations, as our first fight of the night went just a minute 4, as Chris Line tapped out on a rear naked choke by Nathan George, who started that bout with a couple of quick rights from a prone position, and then finished off with a choke. Jordan Keough. On his way to the ring. And again, first fight ended pretty quickly. So we're fairly certain these fighters were not 100% threat to get to the ring just yet.
That's right. So we didn't really get a chance to see the difference of what the cage brings. It happened so fast, it all stayed right in the middle. So hopefully we'll see a little bit how the strategy plays out, how guys use the cage to their advantage.
Josh Howe being backed off was, I believe is that Chris Line talking to him?
Yeah, it appears to be.
So the officials going to make sure they pull back Chris Line. Didn't want him interacting too much. Once the fighter's in the ring and has been inspected and checked out, he needs to stay in the ring and not have contact outside the ring.
And I'll say, one thing I've noticed, and in this case right now, what we're looking at, we got a lot of the shin pad and foot pad. Seems to be much thicker padding than I saw on a couple of the other guys, but you won't see that in the UFC. You won't see them using that, those kind of pads like that.
Jordan Keough gets in the ring and cuts it close right in front of Josh Howe. Any fireworks between these two at the weigh-ins at Buffalo Wild Wings?
There wasn't, but both guys were busy
weighing in at 148.4 pounds.
Let's see how much they have
with an MMA record of no wins and 1 loss. Here is Joshua Howe.
Joshua Howe, 5'5", 148.
And in the right corner,
5'8", Jordan Keough checks in at 157, so a big difference there. We had mentioned that earlier when we were doing a quick rundown of the fights, John. That's a pretty significant weight advantage for a fight.
Yeah, and I'm going to bet, is that Jordan Keough, I'm going to bet, probably walks around in much more weight than that. The question will be, was this weight that he kind of came in a little heavy, did he cut as much as absolutely possible to make it that, and how much of his energy was used up getting there?
And how much maybe above is Joshua Howe fighting to get the fight? 2-touch gloves in the middle. You'll notice in MMA, different from boxing, of course, the gloves are mostly to protect the back of the hand. It is mostly a free hand near bare knuckle. Couple of left jabs.
Going.
And now a front face lock.
He was looking for the choke, did not get it in.
Good defense there by both Keough and Howe to kind of keep hands around the chin. Now back into the cage, we mentioned it. That would have been a much different result last time. Trying to go for a trip was Howe.
Howe's looking for, he was looking for the guillotine, did not get it. Slipped out. He's still in a pretty good spot, though. He is pinning his arm down, but now he's letting go. Whoop.
Action right in front of us. Rights and lefts don't get through. The arm's up enough, trying to use the foot on the cage, too, to back off.
And in what you can, and remember what I said about the ref. He's got to show that he can defend himself, or it'll get stopped quickly.
He's doing a good job of spinning, but now he's not near the cage, and he can't use his feet to push off. He's looking for that. It's not there.
He gave up his back, though. Now he's in a choke, and it's over.
That's it, and that's all. Second straight choke count. This time it's Jordan Keough that gets the victory over Joshua Howe.
I think, and to be honest, too, Joshua came out really aggressive early on, was swinging away. He had a good position over here, but then once he lost, he tried for the guillotine, and when he slipped out, he was on his back, and at that point he gave up position, and Keough took the mount, then got him to roll over. It almost looked like he was getting out of it. He rolled him, he had his arm, but he gave up his back, and as soon as he did, Keough locked in the choke.
Really looked like once Howe got,
as you can see right here,
when he got legs up on the, again, and this is the big difference in how to use the cage to the ring ropes, he had a chance to kind of use from bottom position, kind of almost, steady himself along the cage and use his lower half to try and buck Keough off the top of him. And as soon as he got too far away, I think Jordan Keough did a great job of dragging Howe out a couple of feet. Once the leg position wasn't there, he had to spin away and try and get the blows off his feet, and ended up giving up his back.
I agree. And the other thing, too, is when you're close to the cage like that, you're trying to swing, your arm is hitting the cage, you're kind of locked in. He moved them over into the middle of the ring, as you said. I thought that was a great call on your part. Moved them over to get the advantage. Josh Howe almost got out of it. He grabbed his right arm and was turning it, but by turning it, though, he gave up his back. And you can see from the replay, he has it right here. Then Josh Howe's going to try. He locks the arm in, and he starts to try to turn him over right there, but gave up his back.
Gave up the back and didn't keep the arm up, and once he did that, it was lights out. And Jordan Keough makes it 2 quick decisions, or 2 quick tap-outs here in the first 2 fights. We have not seen a second round yet.
Yeah, and it's cruising past. I think we're going to, the way we're going right now, the next fight might be pretty interesting, though, because I think, again, Bruce Richards, as I said before, has taken a pounding, and he usually goes quite a ways in his matches.
2 fights